Hey guys, this is Lewis, the Yugioh teammate again. I have an updated deck profile of the Harpies, been playing it, tweaking it, so I believe I have a better build right now. I said in the last video that I'd probably have a different build, so here it is. Still playing the vanilla Harpie ladies. Haven't switched over to the Cybers or the Harpie Lady ones yet. This has been doing okay. I'm going to make the switch over as soon as I get the cards and try out the other build. It's still triple channeler. She's still really good. Still triple queen. You rarely ever have to drop her for her effect to grab hunting ground because sign lets you add hunting ground. So she's 1900. She gives up to 21. Double rabbit because you run the three vanillas, and double summoner monk because this summoner monk works so well with this deck. That's the monster lineup currently. The spell lineup is One Elegant Egotist because Hysteric Sign can search from the deck or the graveyard, and you only have 3 targets for it, no matter what variant you run. So, then you have Triple Harpie's Hunting Ground. This card's really good, and it's the reason why this deck doesn't run MSTs, because this card it pops 1 card for every time a Harpie or Harpies are summoned. So. It allows you to combo with sign, so if you set your own sign face down and play Hunting Ground, then summon a Harpie, you can pop the sign and get your +3 at the end of the turn. So that's really good. Or you can activate the sign, add Elegant Egotist, sit on the sign until your next turn, and then pop it, because you can't add the Egotist and then add the +3 at the end of the turn, should you be able to pop it. Then you have your one-ofs, Monster Born, Dark Hole, Book of Moon. On double lance, probably going to push this up to 3 because with no MSTs, I can't deal with chainable back row before my monsters hit the field. The back row gets popped when my monsters enter the field, so they're still susceptible to stuff like bottomless and compulsory. So the lance is probably going to go up to 3 just to protect my monsters. And then we move on to the traps.
No heavy storm?
Nope, no heavy storm. We have Triple Hysteric Party. This card's really good. If you happen to have this face down on the field and Hysteric Sign in your hand, you can go off on your opponent's end phase and make life a living hell for them on your turn. So, because I pulled that off on Mike once, it was hilariously beautiful.
I want to talk about it.
Double Icarus attack because you run the Wing Beasts. Double Magical Hats. It's another tech that lets Hysteric Sign go off. Basically what you would do is when you play hats, you would pull out Abyss Scorn, Hysteric Sign, and your monster, and you'd shuffle them all up. And depending on the results, you'll either get to keep your monster. No matter what, you'll get to +3 at the end of the turn. Well, I should rephrase that. No matter what, you'll get to +3 at the end of the turn, and you'll either get to keep your monster or send one of their monsters from the deck or from the field to the graveyard because of Abyss Scorn. So it's really good. Double Fiendish Chain to deal with monsters that get on the field that the Harpies can't deal with. Pleiades is a very good example. Double Bottomless because it's just really good this format. Well, it's really good any format. Except for against Elemental Dragons, which, whatever, screw them. And double Compulsory, and then the one Abyss Scorn. Abyss Scorn is even usable if you draw it. You can set it and then pop it with Hunting Ground, and it'll still get the send to graveyard effect. So that's
and no Solemns.
Yeah. No Solemn. I hate Solemn. I can't stand Solemn. So that's the main deck. It's a 40-card deck onto the extra deck. It's very generic rank 4s. So you can throw any rank 4s you have in here, and the deck will pretty much work. But you need very few. So you have Maestroke, Utopia, Shockmaster, Chain, Dweller, double Chidori. This card's really good. It can bounce up to 2 cards. On the turn it's summoned, plus another card on the next turn if it happens to survive. It's pretty weak. It's only 19, so it won't live a lot of skirmishes. But it can help clear the field to let you push for game. Piliparative to help get over pesky monsters like Marshmallow and Spirit Reaper, blah 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 blah. Double Phantasmal Dragon. I was going to cut this down to 1, and then I made that beautiful play with Hysteric Party and Hysteric Sign on the end of my opponent's turn, and went double Phantasmal, and what can you do against that? You can't. You have to have Dark Hole. That's it. And double Zero Fine. This card can get pretty strong in its own right. It can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls, and then it gains 300 attack for each card face-up on the field. This includes spells, traps, monsters on the entire field. So this thing can grow pretty beastly with only 3 or 4 cards sitting up. So yeah, that's the extra deck. That's the deck in its current form. Quite a bit different from the last time I profiled it, and I've learned some more combos and tricks with it. And I'm beginning to love this deck more and more the more I play it. So that's it, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Pointers if you have any. And peace out.